Hello, this is Yahweasel, this is Sokobond. We're doing a weird episode of Sokobond because usually I do channel updates, but basically, I was not getting my money's worth out of the last game I was playing. It was a bootleg of EverQuest that turns out just to be a translation of a Japanese game. So, don't really care that much. So let's play some Sokobond. I have nothing to announce because I don't know what I'm playing next. I don't know anything that I'm doing next. So we're just going to play some Sokobond. Okay, I've got one of the ungrabber thingies. Yeah, but if I do this, then I don't think I can use... Oh, I can! Okay. And in fact, if I can manage to not do exactly the thing that I just did... Okay. Stop thinking I'm using a controller. That's a weird thing to say, because I am using a controller, but I'm using a controller with a keyboard. Okay, whatever, it understands my controller now. I don't know what changed, it's fine. I mean, I'm kind of forced into all of that. Oh, I could do this! But does that help me? Oh, I could do this! But does that help me? Oh, I could do this! But does that help me? The question is, once I bond myself to this other hydrogen, can I do anything about it? Well, that's definitely wrong. I feel like that whole thing was definitely wrong, actually. Do I want to do this? The problem is that if I tried that... Just not quite figuring out how to get the last hydrogen in the right position. Maybe I can do something like this. And maybe I can do something like that. Okay, so I'm gonna need to somehow... Oh, but I can't get all of them into the right positions that way, can I? No, because the divider is only over here. If I could get the carbon to my right... Well, no, this is just going to cause those to bond. That's a mess. I did it! I did it! Sometimes I solve them intentionally, sometimes I solve them entirely by accident. Wow, I'm already all of this, huh? Ooh, where am I going to sneak an oxygen on here? Because that's going to either need a double bond or to need to be bonded to 2. But this whole shape is just not good for that. Maybe I'm just trying to make H2O. Maybe it's not even about me. Could it be possible to connect this all into one big thingy? No. This is... Wow, I've managed to undo everything. Incredible. Okay. So what if I just... It's hard to sort of shave off one thing. There's an OH cluster. Now, if I can get that here... Now the only problem is that I'm not connected to those correctly, and now I am! There we go, that did it! Isopropyl alcohol is used in disinfectants and computer screen cleaners. For when your screen is so dirty it's infected. Okay, I've got it. I understand. I mean, this is not quite gonna do it for me, but I've got the concept anyway. Oh, I don't quite have the concept as it transpires. Right, because if I move down here, and now We've got like a real Sokobond problem here. We've got true Sokobond. How can I move... How can I get them both into the position I want? Dang it! Maybe I can do that at a different time. Maybe I just can't do that now. Maybe I can't even get out of this hellhole now. What have I done? Let me out! I mean, obviously the top is gonna have to be the last one. Or the bottom could be the last one. The top... No, it's gotta be the top that's the last one. It's gotta be the top that's the last one. That's the only thing that makes any sense. I'm just, like, poking around to see if there's some arrangement that gets these how I think I want them. At this point, all I want is to get out of here without a buddy hydrogen on the back. And I don't know if I can, given the arrangement that I now have them in. Let me free! Let me go! Leave me alone! Stop persecuting me! Buddy hydrogen is not my buddy. I have missed something. Maybe that's what I missed. Maybe I need to get the bottom... Like, maybe I need to use this one. Maybe this angle is better. No, that seems to have gotten me into the exact same predicament. No, it hasn't, because I can leave those like that, and then push it out of the way. Ah, the double-bonded hydrogen, which is not called a double bond. That's not what that term means. Well, that's not good. None of this is good, but I've got... Okay, it's clearly important to bond a hydrogen to a hydrogen. That seems really valuable, because that allows me to leave them like that or something, and then get out of here. Or like that, equivalently. Yeah, because the moment I can get out of here, progress is being made. The question is, can I bond those in a more useful position? But I don't think I really can, to be honest. I don't think there's any more useful position to bond them in. You know what, with Sokobond, I really do just need to poke around. Okay, just a second, I need to... It's getting confused because I have a controller to key mapper as well as the actual, the game itself, for some reason, now doing controllers, so it keeps on twiddling things about at the top. So if I go like this, is there any way I can... No, I can't get that one off. And if I go like this, then that gives me this really strange option that's definitely wrong. Maybe I was not right. Maybe I was not right about needing that double, or needing that bond in the first place. So actually, you can kind of leave it in any of various positions to start with. Can I somehow, starting from here, get them on the left and right? That would be too trivial, really. That would trivialize the entire video game. I mean, that's gotta matter. That's such a good thing. This seems really bad, though. This is a bad thing that I've done. Ooh, wait. No. Oh, it felt so close, except for the part where it wasn't. Except for nothing working, it was really close to being good. Oh, that's a problem. That is classic Sokobond problems right there. I mean, that's gotta matter, right? That's got to matter. And I can put that in various positions, and that lets me get out. The question is, how do I use that to my advantage? And I think the answer has to do with starting that out this way, so that I can poke it from above. Right? Right? Right. Why not? Because this seems potentially very useful. Except for the fact that I can't get it to do anything, it looks pretty good. Except for the fact that I've done that again. I mean, now I can get out with all three of those in there, but I can't get back in if I have anything bonded to me. Why? Why must you do this? Okay, let's try some radically different strategies. My radically different strategy ended up in exactly the same place. It's not radically different at all, as it transpires. I can't possibly leave one there, because there's no breaky bits there. But I can leave one there. So I can get all four in. But now those two are in the corner, which is a complete mess. Because if they're in the corner, there's literally nothing you can do! Oh, the frustration is setting in! Yahweasel's starting to get frustrated! Okay, so I cannot leave any in this top row unless they were bonded vertically. And if they're bonded vertically, then they're stuck. So I can't possibly leave any in the top row. The only patterns by which I can leave any at all are this sort of Knight's Move pattern, or with the two hydrogens bonded with one in the middle. Yes. Now, does that inform me of anything? Is that useful information? Oh, I can leave it like this. I can drag that up once it's there. Now, if only I could get rid of my little hydrogen friend down there, which I can! It's all the tricks! You put together all of the tricks at the same time, and then you get methane. Methane can be used to infuse steel with carbon and make it stronger. Can't pretty much anything with carbon in it do that? Like, they used to use wood, didn't they? Okay. Around. Okay, this is sort of a similar idea from the perspective of the hydrogen instead. Ooh, this is an awkward... Let me just pass that back and forth. Yeah, because the only way... Because I must attach it at the bottom, and the only way I can break it is along that bottom rung there. Although I can do this, which is certainly not good, so that's pretty great. Because I need to bring that carbon up somehow, but how can I bring it up? By attaching to it myself, but how can I attach to it myself? By detaching this over there. And then I can go like that, but now that's in the corner, so that's clearly wrong. But I think it was a sound concept, poorly executed. There are bells in the background! I hear bells! I don't know if that'll come across on the recording, but there are bells in the background. Don't worry about it. I'm just doing this instead of church, it's fine. I can't... Oh, of course! Now if I... No, the problem was the double bond. And if I do this, then now that'll just bond to me. This is not quite... I'm clearly... Like, I've got the idea here. I'm just not executing it properly. So now I can push this one down, and that leaves those in a position that I can actually free them. But it doesn't give me access to the carbon, except from an angle that doesn't help me. Does it? Maybe it does. It does help me. It doesn't help me because I just pushed that hydrogen... I just pushed the hydrogen molecule into the corner again. That's fine. That's fine. Even that's fine, although I'm slightly reluctant to say so. This seems wrong, but it might be worthy of investigation. Oh, now that's in the corner, but it's okay for it to be in the corner, because it's, yeah, recoverable. Oh, I've gotten to the main puzzly bit of this puzzle, I think. What if I leave that up there? And then don't do that. And then do that, because I don't really have an option. But then do that. No. Maybe now I can get this one attached, but how? Like that. That's how, yes! Food thrown into landfills is eaten by methane-producing bacteria. I think there are many methane-producing bacteria, not just the landfill ones. You know what? I am trying to cover a few of these areas, that's why I haven't entered any new areas yet. But that doesn't mean that we have to exclusively just go one at a time. Let's go over to Waterland here. These are double bonders, right? No, those are snakers. Them's the snakers. Which means that was probably a mistake. Definitely wasn't a mistake, because I don't really have an option. And I don't want to double bond that. I'm trying to find a way of getting this bound that doesn't screw me. Because, like, if I do this, then I'm kind of stuck, because I can't move up through there. How about if I start over here? No, that doesn't really help either. And if I start over here, then I'm going to turn myself into water, which is not what I want to do. Can I get myself into... Yes, I can do this. Does that help me in any way? Nope. I could do the same... There's got to be a way that I can do the same... Yes, over here. Which also helps me none, so that's pretty great. But I feel like that's going to have something to do with it. Of course it does! Because now I can do this for no reason, which doesn't help me in the slightest. And forces me to bond against that when I don't want to. Perfect! Flawless victory! What if I try the same kind of trickiness, but starting over here? Is there any way I can get pointed? No, because you can only get pointed in a different direction at the other's end. Like, you have to go self first. You are always the head. I mean, that's pretty useless. Can I somehow... No, because you have to go head first. Yeah, I can't leave anything in a different place. What I'm trying to do is, like, leave something at one of these corners, but none of my poking ability is allowing me to actually leave things anywhere. So glad I went into the watery area so as to make no progress. I mean, that can't be right. That feels completely wrong. If I could somehow sneak this up, but I can. I'm an idiot. Hydrogen peroxide. If mixed with baking soda and salt, this can be used as toothpaste. Technically, anything can be used as toothpaste if you can get it into your mouth. It's not necessarily a good idea, but anything can. Okay, that was a mistake. Oh, it can't... Ooh. I see. It can't move through at all if it's not forming a snake. Which means I somehow need to, like, nudge these jerks into the right position so that I can just zip through and get them all. Can I nudge all of them? Because the moment I nudge one of them, I'm gonna bond to it. See, like, no matter how I move from here, I'm gonna bond to that, which is a thing I don't want to do. But I need to be bonded to this. I need to be bonded to this to nudge at all. I'm trying to figure out if there's any other position, but no. The nudging! It does nothing! See, because now any way that I move, I'm gonna bond to that. So I needed to somehow have that nudge leave me in the center, but it couldn't have left me in the center, because you can only nudge away. I think the nudge is a broken strategy. I think all of my reliance on the nudge is not working here. Unless you need to nudge it down like that. How would nudging them out help? How would nudging them out help? How would nudging them out help? It's quite possible that the answer is it would not. How about if I perform this nudging maneuver? No, I'm stuck. Must nudge. If this turns out not to be sort of fundamentally nudge-based, if this turns out not to be nudge-based, I'm gonna be very confused. I'm already very confused, so it doesn't really matter. Then I can't move this anyway. If I had... Can I nudge this up somehow? Like, if I back off and do this... That's unhelpful! I needed to pre-nudge this to get it out of my way. No, all of... I needed to pre-nudge that in a different direction to get it out of my way. There we go. Stop doing that! I mean, if you could move past these without snaking, then this would be trivial. But then, would they make a level that's trivial? Probably not. So maybe now we nudge this one down? And at this point I'm a snake, so it's fine. But how would I have gotten these two into a position that doesn't cause death and mayhem and sadness? Specklad thinks you need to nudge them into positions from which you can retreat backwards. I completely agree. The problem is the moment you've attached one to the side, you can't move, because the snakers are in every position. So you need to get two of them into a position that that are like two apart from each other, while also not attaching to them. So like now I would need one of these two to be in the position where the carbon currently is in order to accomplish anything. And I would need to do that without bonding to it. Oh, that was a mistake. I'm confused. That is also a mistake. See, like here, those are now in a good position, but I can't back off without bonding to it, which is what I don't want to do. Spec Lad makes an excellent point, which is if you nudge it far enough, you can still retreat. So let's get into this position. Have I left myself any angle to nudge these jerks far enough? No, but I think I could have. I just didn't do that right. If I had done this, then now I can nudge that all the way up there. Then I can back off. And either we're closer or we're not. Unfortunately, I can't nudge this in by 1. I need one of them in by 1. And if I move it in by 1, then I am committed. So maybe I don't need it in by 1. Maybe I need to get them into the crosswise positions. That was a mistake. I feel like it's gotta be this one first, because that gives you the maximum room to play with. Wait, but this position I've gotten into before, and it didn't help me before either. Aha! But I could have... No, I can't nudge that in. I can't nudge anything in! I feel like I'm closer to a solution, and yet not 1 iota closer to a solution. I mean, yeah, that gives me backing off room, but it's not useful backing off room because I could have produced that anyway. Because, like, if I had just chosen to bond to this one, see, now I'm in the same position. So actually, given that you can do that... Given that you can do that without doing that, it seems like it's not actually all that useful. Now, how can I make use of this? Could I have managed to nudge something inwards while I was... Yeah, I still don't have retreat room, and if I do that, then those bond to each other. But maybe if I had, like, nudged this out, and now I don't have retreat room. Can I somehow get retreat room in both directions? Oh, wait! Do I have retreat room? I would have had retreat room if I had not made the idiotic mistake of grabbing this one along the way. Assuming this is even possible without grabbing that one along the way, which it is not. No! Okay, I'm 5 minutes over. We're not going to figure out this one this time. Next time, I genuinely have no clue. Maybe it'll be a different game. We'll see, whatever. Until then, thanks for watching. If you liked the video, I've got thousands more. Just click that channel button. Cheers from Yahweasel.